YouTube fans, here again. And I figured after the actor is sadly no longer with us, may he rest in peace, why not this one? Classic comedy from the early 80s. A comedy I know they'll definitely not get away with anymore. That being Revenge of the Nerds. That's right, the original, the classic Revenge of the Nerds. Now this is a comedy I know they definitely wouldn't get away with anymore. You know, in today's era, it was too particularly correct, too PC friendly, too whatever. But don't forget, it was ahead of its time. It was a comedy. It was that era of that time, I should say. You know, different time, different place. I'm not offending it, but it was. It wasn't PC friendly then. So it starts off, this young lad and his mate, and they're going to like a cottage where you can stay and all that. It's like a cottage for younger people and so on. So they go there, it's just the nerds. That's why the song is called, obviously say the movie is called Revenge of the Nerds. But I always made a mistake saying song, because you do get a really good song in it at the beginning. It goes, Revenge of the Nerds, Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds, Nerds. I'm not going to do the rest because some of the words are a bit OTT, a little bit too much. Don't want to get in trouble, but if you hear all the song, you can definitely see why today's era people would be a bit offended, why people would be a bit upset with some of the words which used in the song Revenge of the Nerds. So yeah, the nerd, yeah, the deaky, they've got tasses on, I get it. And you got what they call the pretty people, and they get bullied a lot. One of the lads fancies a girl in it, and she's with the smooth people, the good looking people. They're all like basketball. Sorry, not there. It could be basketball with American football. I say American football, it's an American film. And I'm thinking one actor, and he looks in the mirror, really does look in the mirror. And I think about it, yeah, he does. Think of Married with Kids, the one that played the dad. And this was his big break in the film Revenge of the Nerds. And he plays the Tolts in it. The one that plays the dad in not Married with Kids, so Roseanne. Married with Kids, I'm a nerd. Yeah, remember the one that played the dad in Roseanne? That's him, he plays the Tolts in this. And basically, like I say, there's a bit where in this place to get emulated. They think they're going to be going on, you've got to work your way high up, you get promoted, and they get Pfeffer's fung on them, they get Durex's fung on them, and they get shouted at, and they say, oh, you nerds. Well, I thought it was that funny. There's a bit where they burn down the house of their house, but I do like the song in it. Remember the song? But I burned down the house. I think was it Talking Heads? Yeah, Talking Heads. You remember the song? But I burned down the house. Well, you get that. You get a few songs in it. So it's definitely an 80s film. Definitely an 80s film. So they do that. They emulate them to the point that they get pissed off with it and they decide the hell with it. Because what happens is, because they burnt down their house, they've got to now live in a gym. And they get pissed with it. They get pissed. They can't find another house, but they get pissed. So that's why the film is called Revenge of the Nerds. So there's a funny bit in it where they pay prank someone enough for, and the man is one of them can make CCTV. It's up to Pies got away with this. You know, he's a bit good with dad tits. So the prank this joke, and you get the Mission Impossible theme, which has made me chuckle a bit. And the perving on the girls. So you do get a lot of tits, a lot of nudity there, something you definitely get away with in today's era. And I do like the bit where it says, I want to see some bus. We've got bus, we've got bus. And I laughed, I chuckled at it, you know, it's your typical, something you would never get away with in today's PC era. But yeah, like I said, it was that era, it's that time. So you do see a lot of tits, a lot of bus, a lot of bum. Very nice. How I miss that era. And like I said, there's something else you don't get away with. There's a bit where they're having a fun fair. But before I get to that, There's a bit where they put this thing on the salt, so all the socks put it on and it burns them down there. But there's one bit where I almost forgot. They go to this fun fair. The there who one of the lads fancies. He's called Better, and you never see a lot of Betty in this. So he pretends to be. He wears a mask and has it away with her, and she finds out that it's a nerd. And I think you wouldn't get away with that in today's era. You wouldn't get away with that, you know what I mean? Today's era, that would be considered rape, you know what I mean? Because he pretended to be someone else. He took advantage. But again, different era, different time. I'm not excusing it. But it's like I said, there's a funny bit where they're making these cream pies and they've got Betty's tits on it. Very nice. So there's some funny bits in it. There's a bit in it where, you know, it's so funny. And what happens is the Toadsies get pissed. They win this award. They get pissed and they raid and destroy the house of the nerds. And the nerd, one of the lads gets upset, who's the main character's mate, kicks off, they batter him a bit, his mate sticks up for him. And I like that, I like the fact he sticks up for him. He says, yeah, I'm a nerd. But then Betty gets him. They put him, the same him and name him. And it ends. I do actually like this one bit where they've got this discotheque song. I think you can find it on YouTube. And it's brilliant song. They even use it at the end. I can't play it, I can't sing it. I don't want to be a nerd and ruin it. But the song is brilliant. It is iconic. So it's a damn good song actually, proper 80s. Like I said, they play it at the end. And one thing I do love, they play Freddie Mercury. Anything of Freddie Mercury, I love. So they got We Are the Champion of the World. I love that song. Sad to say, I don't know if they had the right or the copyright from it, so they didn't getting it by another artist singing We Are the Champions of the World. I felt it would be the same that they didn't ask Freddie Mercury. I'm sure Freddie Mercury would have said yeah, because you know what I mean. I'm sure he would have said yeah, but for some reason, I don't know why, they just didn't ask, so they had someone else sing We Are the Champion, my friend. They get someone else singing that song. I do know there's a lot of deleted scenes in it, which I wish is in the film, but sadly to say, it's not in the film. One day around the road, I'll talk about the deleted scenes. You can find it, it's very good. There's a lot of deleted scenes in it. You find out that Betty's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, well, just at the end of the film, you find out he's owing somebody money, he's going to get his head kicked in, so he's definitely there's something sneaky about him. And there's not a lot of other bits in it in there. There's a bit where the nerds are in Las Vegas. And I'm kind of happy really that some of the scenes are deleted, because I felt it would have made the film drag if they would have kept them scenes in, even though it is interesting to see them. So yeah, Defend of the Nerds. It's a film they wouldn't get away with in today's era. The sequels, I could take them or leave them. The second one's not bad, but it was a rant when I did it, and it probably still will be, because it technically wasn't really needed, and to me it felt more like a remake, a poor man's version of Defend of the Nerds. The third one was made for TV, and it fucking sells. The fourth one's a piece of shit. I know they made a TV series, and they were planning on doing a remake. Please don't make a remake, please. But I know in today's era they wouldn't get away with it, you know what I mean? They wouldn't. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff they come out with, I'm not going to say, because I know some people would be offended. Some people would be upset by the words, so I'm not going to say the words. You see the film, you know what I mean with some of the words, what is used in the film. But again, I'm not excusing it. It was a different era, it was a different time. But Offend of the Nerds, I mean, it got the actor who's sadly no longer with us. May he rest. But I actually like the film. I think it's got a lot of humour. It's definitely an 80s film. Has a lot of good songs to it. I like when people think about it, people making fun of people who are nerdy. No, how can it be when it's called Defend of the Nerds? These are people who get sick of being mistreated. They stick up for themselves. And that's what the film's about. That's why it's called Defend of the Nerds. Do people not read the title? So yeah, Defend of the Nerds. Fuck it. I'm a nerd myself, so I'm going to give it an 8-star rating for me. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.